Stay tuned for the following special presentation from 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this broadcast of Ottawa Arrows Post 60 American Legion Baseball. Brought to you by Advent Health Ottawa, CarStar, Sutton's Jewelry, Dingle & Son Mortuary, and by Kansas State Bank, Quality Structures, Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling. Also by Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, Croucher Abstract and Title Company, Ottawa Chiropractic. Also by American Family Insurance Agent DJ Flummerfeld, Arvest Bank, and All Seasons Air Conditioning and Heating. Now let's go to the field for Ottawa Arrows Post 60 American Legion Baseball. Here's KOFO's Casey Weeder.
Welcome back for day two of the third annual walk-off wood bat tournament as we head to bracket play, as the Arrows will see a familiar foe as they will take on Wamego. The Red Raiders post 172, a team that beat Ottawa yesterday in game one of full play 4-3 as they got a walk-off RBI single in the seventh inning. They scored 3 runs in the final 2 innings as the Arrows were actually up in that game 3-1 going into the sixth. As I mentioned, 3 runs scored over the final 2 by the Red Raiders, as the Arrows will be the home team, though, in this one, as it is a winner-go-home situation. Is due to the heavy rain last night. Originally, it was scheduled for, even if you lost your bracket play game today, you would get one more game. Unfortunately, due to the heavy rains last night, the auxiliary fields around us are not available. So the winner of this one will take on the number 1 overall seed, the St. Joseph Legion. That game will be played at 2:45 here at Phil Welch Stadium, as it will be Paul Gillette on the mound for the Arrows to start it. The Arrows do have a full complement of pitchers available. I talked to head coach Bryce Elder a little bit ago, and he said he has all his arms ready to go, as Gillette will take the mound for the Arrows. It'll be his 4th game of the year, and his first pitch is high as he faces Toshman. Again, we got those last names only from Wamego. It's 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 pitch on the way from Gillette is outside 2-0. Gillette in those 3 previous games, 7 innings pitched, 15 hits, 13 runs, 5 strikeouts. 2-0 pitch is going to be hit to short, out to Connor Key for his throw in time for out number 1. He is retired 6-3 as we'll go around the horn for the Arrows. It will be Xavier Vink at third, Connor Kiefer at short, Austin Trinkle at second, and Brett Hadel at first, with Trenton Roberts behind the plate. First pitch to the shortstop caught him in their first strike from Gillette. And then in left field will be Grady Summerall, in center Logan Morton, and in right field Zayton Vink. 0-1 pitch from Gillette, a breaking ball that stays just a little high to Cottom in the count at 1-1. After the win yesterday for Wamego, they played the St. Joseph Legion and lost 12-3. 1-1 pitch, just a bit outside from Gillette, 2-1. After seeing Paul pitch Thursday, he's got a little bit more zip on it today. Didn't pitch yesterday, so he's had an extra day of rest. 2-1 delivery, a good changeup called the strike. It's 2-2. Arrows a 10-0 win in Game 2 over the Independence Lightning yesterday afternoon at Hyde Park. 2-2 pitch from Gillette is foul-tipped at the plate. We'll go at 2-2 again. Whole complement of games today, culminating with a championship game at 7:45. All these games played here at Phil Welch Stadium in St. Joseph, Missouri. 2-2 pitch, a breaking ball off the plate, and it's 3-2. We are on KOFO.com today, so appreciate everyone joining us. All those that are up early this morning. I'm still working on my coffee here in the press box. After a interesting night of storms here in St. Joe. 3-2 pitch, just missing with a fastball. Looked good. It'll be called a ball, and a walk issued to Cottom. Gillette thought he had strike 3, and I'm kind of with him on that one. A couple of new players here for Wamego today that did not play yesterday. So batting third will be Hoviat. Hoviat will be on the mound as well. First pitch to him in the dirt for ball 1. See who, I think there was one other name didn't recognize from yesterday. they had on the roster. So a couple extra players in this wood bat tournament for bracket play. Gillette will throw over to first, chasing Cotton back. 1 ball and no strikes to Hoviet with Brummett on deck. Big lead over at first. 1-0 pitch hit to the right side of the infield. That's a base hit. They're going to turn for third and then stay there as Zayton Vink able to get that one back into the infield quickly and keep the runner at second. Runners at first and second for the Red Raiders with 1 out. Brings up the cleanup hitter Brummett, who yesterday was on base 4 times, including a walk, 3 singles, and a couple RBI. And an opportunity here to give Wamego the lead with a base hit. First pitch high with a fastball, 1-0 from Gillette. Arrows defensively shaded to the left side. Morton just moved a little bit to his right. 1-0 pitch, backhanded nicely by Roberts. They've got the runner in a pickle, but unable to hang on to the ball is Kiefer, and the runner gets to third. Great throw by Roberts down to second as Cotton was in a lot of trouble. But a bobble by Kiefer, and Cotton able to go to third. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Top of the first inning. Delivery from Gillette. Called a strike. 0-1. Probably make that 1-1. We do not have the luxury of having the scoreboard this morning. They're having some issues getting it unlocked here at Bill Welch Stadium. Luckily, the radio booths were open. 1-1 pitch. Runner goes, and they're not going to throw down. It'll be a stolen base for Hoviet. Brummett was starting pitcher yesterday. Arrows got after him pretty good. He gave up a couple runs. Ended up moving over to first base where he will play today. This one chopped softly to the pitcher and just nowhere for Gillette to go. It was down the third base line, and everybody is safe, and the bases are loaded with 1 out for Monroe. So back-to-back singles for the Red Raiders have loaded the bases. This one's hit well to left. That ball trying to get in the gap and making the grab on the run is going to be the left fielder Summerall. The runner does tag up from third and then also from second as it gives Wamego a 1-0 lead, but that could have cleared the bases. Summerall and Morton both having to stretch it out in left and center, but makes the grab. But it does go down as an RBI sac fly. Runner going to second base on the pitch. That one's called a ball to McIntyre. Runners at second and third with 2 outs in the top of the first, and Wamego leading 1-0. That pitch is roped to right field. That's going to score both runs. They're going to send them both home, and it's going to be a 3-0 Wamego lead in the top of the first. McIntyre went down the first base line and able to pick up 2 RBIs on the single. Make it a 3-0 Wamego lead. It was Hoviet and Brummett who scored on that single. They will get a courtesy running for McIntyre, who is the catcher. Took Wamego until the 6th inning yesterday to get, actually the 7th inning, to get to 3 runs. They have 3 in the top of the first. Brings up number 13, Weber, a left fielder. First pitch of the ball, 1-0. All in, no strikes, top of the first. Wamego up 3-0 on Ottawa. Come through with some clutch hitting. 1-0 delivery from Gillette is low, 2-0. 0 pitch on the way from Gillette. It's high 3-0. Three balls and no strikes. Top of the first, 2 outs. Runner at first for Wamego. They have struck for 3 runs. To open the game, 3-0 pitch is low, ball 4. 2-out walk to Weber. Puts runners at first and second with 2 outs. Brings up the right fielder, Gleason. Another player who had a big game yesterday, including the walk-off single that won the game for Wamego in the 7th. He swings at a breaking ball out in front for strike 1. Still threatening are the Red Raiders. Post 172. 0-1 pitch, fouled back. 0-2. Big lead at second base for McIntyre. 0-2 pitch from Gillette, all outside, 1-2 to the righty. Pitch is inside, almost catches him on the leg, count at 2-2. Two-two delivery, chop foul down the third base line. A 2-2 again with runners at first and second and 2 outs. Wamego up 3-0 in the top of the first. 2-2 pitch, inside, ball 3. Balls and 2 strikes. Pitch from Gillette. Strike 3 as they'll get him looking to end the inning. But Wamego does the damage. 3 runs. They go up in the top of the first. Arrows coming to the plate. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Post 60 Baseball on KOFO.com.
Your neck supports the weight of 4 bowling balls every time you look down at your cell phone. After a time, your body will start to react with more headaches, neck, and back pain. It can be helped. Contact Ottawa Chiropractic, 785-242-4100. When purchasing or refinancing a home, do you know what transpires from time of application to the day of settlement? Rod Croucher and his dedicated staff will guide you through the process, protecting you against any adverse title claims or risks. Croucher Abstract and Title, 324 South Main, Ottawa.
We hope you're already enjoying the 2022 Royals baseball season on KOFO. Thanks to our Royals baseball sponsors, including State Farm Agent Ryan Disbro, The Gun Guys, The Ottawa Herald, Go Milk Soap Store, and Sutton's Jewelry. You'll catch the boys in blue home and away this exciting season as it unfolds right on your radio. If your business would like to join those finding success as a Royal sponsor on KOFO, just call 785-242-1220 or email sales@kofo.com. Join us and be together Royal with KOFO.
I don't like storms.
It's okay. Let's talk about how we can stay safe during a storm. The safest place to take shelter from a tornado or a windstorm is in an interior room, on the lowest level of a building, or in a basement or a safe room.
Talk to your child about storm safety today. For more information, visit ksready.gov. A message from the Kansas Division of Emergency Management.
3-0 the lead for Wamego over the Ottawa Arrows. Or actually 3 in the top of the first as the Arrows will come to the plate. And it'll be Logan Morton, Grady Summerall, and Brett Hadel 2 up for the Arrows. Defensively, it'll be Weber in left, Tajman in center, Gleason in right, Meyer at third, Cottom at short, Monroe at second, Brummett at first, McIntyre behind the plate, and Hoviet on the mound for the Red Raiders. Arrows coming off a 10-run performance yesterday afternoon, 10 runs on 10 hits. And they did all that damage after putting up zeros in the first 2 innings. After that, they put up 2 in the third, 3 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, 2 in the sixth, and 3 in the seventh. As Logan Morton will get it started for the Arrows from the left side to face off against Hoviet. Watching him warm up, hard-throwing righty good size. Didn't see him play or pitch yesterday. They used 5 pitchers against the Arrows, so they can get to Hoviet early. At least they'll be familiar with the other pitchers on this Wamego team. Bottom of the first. Arrows trying to respond after Wamego came up with 3 runs on 3 hits. Hoviet going to work out of the stretch. His first pitch called a strike, 0-1. Temperature at game time, 72 degrees. 0-1 pitch, called a strike, 0-2. We are under a heat advisory, supposed to get up to 91 degrees, but what's making it a little unbearable right now is the 98% humidity. The wind, when it's there, is out of the northeast at 8 miles per hour. 0-2 pitch to Morton outside, 1-2. Flag is moving out in center field. It's actually going to help hitters. Yesterday it was so still it didn't help hitters at all. It's actually blowing out towards right center. 1-2 on the way to Logan Morton is outside, 2-2. Morton was 1 for 5 yesterday afternoon in the win over the Lightning from Independence. 2-2 from Hoviet, low ball 3. As Morton has worked back to a full count. Three balls, 2 strikes. Delivery from Hoviet, fastball low for ball 4. Leadoff walk for Logan Morton. I'll bring up Grady Summerall. One for 3 with an RBI. The win over Independence. And he dropped a tremendous sac bunt that led to the first run of the game just one batter later. Moved a runner from second to third. Not going to show bunt here. That ball's going to, and Morton thought he was going to be able to get to second, kind of stumbled, had to go back to first. That ball deflected as it was low and in the dirt off the catcher McIntyre, but he was able to get over there quickly. The dirt's going to play a little slower today. Didn't look like they got the tarp on in time as we received some heavy rains last night. It'll play much different than what we saw yesterday, which was a dry surface. 2-0 as Summerall takes low again. Coaches for the Arrows, Bryce Elder, Shane Lichty. As Lichty will be over at first, Elder over at third. 2-0 delivery, showing bunt, and taking back there is Summerall for strike 1. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Arrows in the red tops today after wearing the whites with the white pants. Today they go red tops, gray bottoms. Wamego back in the all whites. They'll throw back over to first, chase Morton back. 2 balls and 1 strike to Summerall. Delivery from Hoviet. Logan Morton's running. It was a hit and run, and Summerall will foul it out of play. We'll go with 2-2. Arrows used the hit and run to perfection against Independence. They ran it twice yesterday, both resulting in RBI singles to left field. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Summerall. Morton at first. Nobody out in the bottom of the first as the Arrows trail Wamego 3-0. 2-2 pitch from Hoviet. A breaking ball that's thrown over the head of the catcher, and Morton will take second on the wild pitch. And the count is full. The outfield shifted over towards as the center fielder. Tajman is shifted over to kind of more into left center. Huge gap on the right side as Summerall is going to loop this one down the third baseline, just foul. That would have easily been extra bases. It landed just outside the chalk down that third base line. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Morton at second. Summerall at the plate. 3-2 pitch to Summerall. It's chopped back to the pitcher, who's going to walk Morton back to first. That throw was in the dirt, snagged nicely at first by Brummett to retire the speedy Summerall for out number 1. That'll bring up Brett Hadel, who was 3 for 3 against Independence, a double, an RBI, 2 singles, and a walk. He's going to first pitch swing and loop it out of play down the first base side. One of the singles he had was up near the eyes yesterday, that he was able to pull to the left side of the infield and put it between the shortstop and third baseman. Left fielder is playing very shallow. I'm going to bring a few more baseballs out to our umpires. This looks like the same crew that we had for the first game of pool play yesterday. Really haven't seen any other crew, so these two have run all 4 games yesterday, getting after it early this morning. No balls and 1 strike to Hadel. Morton at first with 1 down. Look, the runner back at second. The 1 pitch is inside, 1-1. Morton with a good lead at second. 1-1 pitch, and Hadel, again, just a little late on a fastball. Pushes it to the right side and foul. Have been told from back at the station that there is potential for some storms heading our way around 10 o'clock here in St. Joe, so we'll keep an update on that. 1-2 pitch, stays high, ball 2. And it actually fell out of the glove of the catcher. Able to quickly get to it is McIntyre. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I'm really surprised the left fielder is playing so shallow. 2-2 pitch. Hadel going to hit off the end of the bat. It's going to go towards second base. It's backhand. This is going to be a close play at first. He's safe. Hadel showing off the wheels, and the Arrows have runners at the corners with 1 out. Took a wicked deflection off the mound, gave it a little extra topspin, worked almost to behind the bag, and the second baseman, Monroe, just decided to eat it instead of try and throw Hadel out. And he'll bring up Tristan Roberts, who has been red hot in this tournament. He was 2 for 3, a double and 2 RBIs against Independence. And then in game 1, he was 2 for 4 with a double and an RBI. Time going to be called at the plate by Roberts, who again will catch, you would think, for the majority of the game. Again, back in the cleanup spot. He's going to hit one off the end of the bat. Morton is going to come home and score. So the Arrows are on the scoreboard. Roberts is thrown out at first as the second baseman was able to flip it over to Brummett for out number 2, but it's another RBI for Tristan Roberts. The Arrows trail 3-1. Hadel will move up to second. Bring up Austin Trinkle. He'll take low for ball 1. Trinkle was 0 for 1 against Independence, but walked 3 times. Runner going is Hadel. They're going to throw down to third. No chance to get him. Hadel's safe. Stolen base for Brett. I believe they called that a strike. It's 1-1. Again, apologies, we do not have the luxury of seeing the scoreboard today. 1-1 pitch, called a strike on the lower part of the zone. It's 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes to Trinkle. Hadel at third base. 1-2 pitch. Foul back. Connor Kiefer on deck. Ball 2 strikes to Austin Trinkle. Arrows have picked up a run to draw within 2 as they trail 3-1. 1-2 pitch. Trinkle off the end of the bat. Chops it foul towards the Wamego dugout. Go 1-2 again. Long look inside from Hoviet. Now he's ready to go. 1-2 pitch is low. That goes off of the chest protector and over the head of the catcher, and Hadel will score from third on the wild pitch. And it's 3-2. These early morning games can get crazy, especially if one team doesn't wake up ready to go. And after the Arrows gave up 3 in the top half, you wondered how they would respond. They've come up with 2 of their own. And Austin Trinkle smashes this one to left, tailing and foul. That ball would have hit off the wall. 320 to the left corner here, 307 to the party deck and right, and 400 to center. Trinkle jumped all over that pitch. You see the left fielder backing up a little bit. Still playing in shallow left. 2-2 count. Pitch to Trinkle. He's going to pop it up behind home plate, and it does get out of play. Weld Stadium, the home of the St. Joseph Mustangs, out of the Mink League, Summer Collegiate League. Two-two pitch. Well, actually, excuse me, that was a 3-2 pitch. So that's ball 4. We'll take that one low. Brings up Connor Kiefer. Trinkle with decent lead at first. Now he'll take another half step. First pitch to Kiefer and check swing. It's called a strike. Kiefer was 1 for 3 with an RBI in the win over Independence. That included a double. 0-1 pitch. Swings over the top of it, 0-2. Kiefer also made some really tough plays in the infield on that grass surface that played much, much different than what we dealt with in Game 1. 0-2 pitch. Fought off and out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. Kiefer again going with the white sock, red stirrup look. Several of the Arrows rocking that today. 0-2 pitch on the way. Almost hits him. 1-2. Three 3-2 lead for Wamego as the Arrows have come back with 2 runs. They have a runner at first with 2 outs. Connor Kiefer at the plate. Runner's going. They're going to throw down to second. He's safe at second as Trinkle caught Hoviet sleeping. And it's a stolen base. Hoviet, by the time he figured out, had to spin around and made a kind of a lackadaisical throw to the shortstop. And by the time it got there, the tag wouldn't have been in time. 2-2 pitch to Kiefer. Again, fouled away. Ball's in, 2 strikes to Connor Kiefer. Big lead at second for Trinkle. 2-2 on the way, and it'll be a strikeout on a changeup, but the Arrows come back with 2 runs on 1 hit. We go to the second inning. The Arrows trail Wamego 3-2. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Post 60 Baseball on KOFO.com.
This is Walt Dengel of Dengel & Son Mortuary. The people who work at Dengel & Son are committed to the families we serve. We work together as a team to attend to every detail. Dengel & Son sets the standard for funeral service.
Advent Health Ottawa invites you to Walk-In Wednesdays, a weekly hiring event from 10 to noon at 1302 South Main. They're currently looking for RNs, clinical and non-clinical support, and entry-level staff. Visit careers.adventhealth.com/Ottawa for details. Advent Health Ottawa is an equal opportunity employer.
Carol Morgan came to Arvest Bank needing to get a loan. Let's hear what happens.
So Carol, good news. You're approved for this loan and at this interest rate.
Yay, that's great.
You also mentioned you have some credit card debt. Would you be interested in rolling that into this loan so you're paying off that credit card at this same rate?
Really?
Yep, then it's all just one payment instead of 2.
Wow, that's
Helpful?
very helpful.
Personal loans made easy. Arvest Bank, ready to help.
Arrows with 2 runs on 1 hit, just left 1 on base, and some good base running as well. Stolen bases from Brett, 2 from Brett Hadel, and actually 1, and then scoring on the wild pitch, and also Austin Trinkle. But the Arrows being very optimistic on the base paths and trying to put a little pressure on Wamego. It will be 9-10 and 1 due up for the Red Raiders. Meyer, Nowlin, and Toshman. Gillette will come out for his second inning of work. Gillette just about ready to get it started in the top of the second. Winner of this one takes on the St. Joseph Legion at 2:45, a team that Wamego has already seen once. They lost that game 12-3. The 4:45 game, which was the last game of the day here at Phil Welch Stadium yesterday in day 1 of the 3rd annual Walk-Off Woodbat Tournament. Walk-Off Woodbats is based out of St. Joe. And we are ready to go in the top of the second. First pitch from Gillette is outside, 1-0. Faces Meyer, number 30. Meyer, the third baseman. 1-0 delivery is low, 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. Low again, ball 3. Rio pitch is high for ball 4. Leadoff walk for Wamego to start the second inning. Brings up the 10-hitter Nowlin, and he takes a changeup for a strike, 0-1. And that was where Wyatt Sink yesterday was so good, just jumping out in front of hitters. Time after time, getting ahead in the count. Just put so much more pressure on the hitter. 0-1 pitch, just missing the inner part of the plate to the righty. Called the ball 1-1. Wamego electing to go with the extra hitter, as that's a 1-1 off speed that has Nowlin well out in front. It's 1-2. Arrows would love a double play right here before we flip it back to the top of the Wamego lineup. 1-2 pitch. It's going to be hit to the left side, but backhanded by Kiefer. It's going to be a tough play. Not even going to make a throw. As Nowlin with good speed, he'll pick up a single. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Just hitting the hole there between the third baseman Vink and the shortstop, Kiefer. As I said, this field is playing much different than yesterday. This one's popped up to the pitcher, and this will be infield fly rule here with less than 2 outs, as the Arrows will just let it fall to the ground. And 1 down. Infield fly, which Hadel, I know he knows the rules of the game, knew what that was. Just let it crash the turf. Some of the parents a little confused as to why they let that one go, but obviously that is an immediate out. As Brett trying to see if the umpires knew the rule either, as he was ready to tap on the bag and potentially go for a triple play. 1 down for the 2-hitter Cottom. He walked in the first inning, came around to score. But the Arrows have retired Tajman twice. 1-0 pitch is low, 2-0. The misses so far from Gillette have been lower in the zone. 2-0 pitch. That's looked good from here. It's called the ball, 3-0. And with the 3-hitter Hoviat on deck. 3-0 pitch called a strike, 3-1. He would like to find a way to at least pick up and out and keep the bases from getting loaded right here. 3-1 on the way. Swinging at a strike, it's 3-2. Can Gillette get all the way back here on Cottom after being down 3-0? 3-2 pitch. That looked really good. Call the ball, and it's a walk, and the bases are loaded. For the pitcher, Hoviat. And Gillette electing to work out of the windup. First pitch is high, ball 1. Hoviat singled in the first inning, came around to score. 1-0 pitch in the dirt, 2-0. This is not a fun spot for a pitcher right here at 2-0. One of the top hitters in this lineup. 2-0 on the way. It's going to be hit to right field. This ball tailing, and it's going to get all the way to the wall. That'll clear the bases. Hoviat going to dig for second. Now he's going to go to third. He's going to help himself out on the mound as he's going to give his team a 6-2 lead on the 3-run triple. So that clears the bases. Gives Wamego a 6-2 lead. This one's going to be hit hard to left. Summerall back. Going to make the grab. He's going to make the throw to the plate. With too much speed from Hoviat. It's 7-2 on the sacrifice fly. So Brummett gets a sac fly RBI. Make it 7-2. As the Arrows tried to claw back into it in the first inning, they find themselves now down 5. They had gotten it down to just a 1-run deficit. Bring up Monroe. He had a sac fly RBI in his first plate appearance in the first inning. First pitch is the ball. 1-0 pitch. Outside 2-0, and this has been a very tight zone. Gillette frustrated because he really should have retired the batter prior before giving up the triple to Hoviat, but he's had 3 or 4 that have been really, really good that home-plate umpires just not giving him. 1 ball and 1 strike to Monroe. Wamego scoring 4 in the second after scoring 3 in the first. 1-1 delivery from Paul. A good changeup has him out in front, 1-2. Oh, my apologies, I say 2-2. 2-2 delivery. Breaking ball. That's going to be hit right back up the middle for a base hit. Single for Monroe. The inning continues for Wamego as they'll bring up McIntyre. Third hit of the inning, sixth hit of the game there for the Red Raiders. McIntyre almost hit on that first pitch, gets out of the way. It's 1-0. 1-0 pitch, runner going. Roberts throw down to second. The tag, not in time. Made it a close play, but Monroe gets the stolen base. Wait for the count. We didn't see indication from the umpire on that pitch. Pitch from Gillette inside. And it's 3-0. Pitch from Gillette outside, ball 4. Runners at first and second, and then the ball gets thrown into center field, and the runner takes third on the throwing error. That's the first error of the game. I believe that was on Roberts. We'll go E2 to move the runner over. First error of the game. Arrows end up with 4 errors against Wamego yesterday. Brings up Weaver, who walked in the first inning. Runner going down to second. Taking second without a throw is McIntyre. Delivery from Gillette. Swinging at a strike, 1-1. One delivery, popped up behind home plate. Roberts going to call everyone off and make the grab to end the inning. 4 more runs, though, for Wamego. They lead at 7-2 going to the bottom of the second. Listen to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on KOFO.com.
The Ottawa Herald's new owner, Cherry Road Media, is bringing back local news to your local newspaper and want your help. Send news tips or story ideas to news@ottawaherald.com. For advertising, call Erica, 785-577-3935.
Summers in Kansas are hot. Is your air conditioner ready for that? Call Adamson Brothers for a spring tune-up today, 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers, maintaining your comfort since 1983.
Learning to work as part of a team is a trait that not only benefits students and athletes now, but can help them as leaders of tomorrow. This is Eric Price, Funeral Director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, proud to sponsor this sports broadcast on KOFO. Visit lamb-roberts.com.
Quality Structures is helping you build the rural American dream today. No more some days. Whether you're wanting a garage for your toys, a riding arena for your horses, or storage for your equipment, Quality Structures is there. Visit Quality Structures in Richmond or online at qualitystructures.com.
Wamego scores 4 in the top of the second as they go up 7-2 on the Arrows. This is a knockout bracket game. Winner go home at this point, and Arrows were originally guaranteed 4 games in this tournament, win or lose in the bracket play, but due to the weather last night, the other fields that they were going to be using just not available today. Arrows did score 2 in the bottom of the first inning. They're going to try and keep pace with this very talented Wamego squad. Hoviet back out for the second inning. Arrows got him for 2 runs on 1 hit. It will throw down to second, and we'll get ready to go. Leading off will be Paul Gillette, followed by Xavier Vink, and then Zayton Vink. Paul didn't have a at bat in the second game yesterday. She didn't get a plate appearance in either of the first 2 games of this tournament. First pitch is low for ball 1. Hoviet did have a pair of walks in the first inning. 1-0 pitch, inside, ball 2. Wind has almost come to a halt here in St. Joe. But again, we are protected on all sides by trees, and so the wind just not a lot of room to operate. 2-0 pitches inside, 3-0. Again, this is a fantastic facility for collegiate college ball, or summer team. 3-0 pitch from Hovey at ball 4. Leadoff walk for Paul Gillette to begin the second for the Arrows. And I think that is going to be it for Hovey. Have Coach Moody come out and talk to him. Maybe just a mound visit. We'll go ahead and keep it here for now. Going to bring up Xavier Vink. He was 2 for 2, including 2 walks as well. He reached base 4 times in the win over Independence. Had a double, a single, and an RBI. He's going to go and talk to Bryce Elder, and we do have a pitching change. Let's see if we could get a number. It's going to be number 3. Monroe. So Monroe will head to the mound in relief for Hovey. We will go ahead and keep it here. Take a look and see if we saw Monroe yesterday. He did not pitch in the win over the Arrows yesterday morning. He is another righty. One positive, I guess, for the Arrows has to be the outside of Wyatt Sink, you think everyone else is still available, so you still have Hadel, Morton. You need to go to Jason Allison, available. You need to go back to potentially Richards as well. But Arrows, who only gave up 4 runs in the first 2 games of this tournament, have given up 7 in just 2 innings. They find themselves down 7-2, but after the pitching change on the walk issue to Paul Gillette, Wamego electing to go to the bullpen. Not seeing anything that the Arrows couldn't handle here out of Monroe. So Hovey ends up facing 7 Arrows. In those 7 batters, 3 walks, a hit, 2 runs, both earned. First pitch to Xavier Vink, foul towards the Ottawa dugout. 0-1. Saw yesterday when Xavier makes contact, it's going to go a long way. Behind the count, 0-1. The runner at first is Paul Gillette. Bottom of the second, Arrows down 7-2, but runner on with nobody out. 0-1 pitch. He's going to take a breaking ball, and they're going to throw back down to try and apply the tag. So 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to Xavier Vink. He'll gather himself as he's down in the count. Monroe looks over his left shoulder. 0-2 pitch. Strike 3. It will strike out Xavier Vink on 3 pitches. That'll bring up Zayton Vink. I think he was looking for the breaking ball again, and Monroe able to work the fastball by it. Zayton yesterday was 0 for 2, but did have a pair of walks, scored 2 runs. First pitch to him is outside, ball 1. Dayton rocking the no batting gloves in this wood bat tournament. 1-0 delivery. He's going to chop this to the right side. That's going to be a base hit as it goes into right field, went over the head of the first baseman. And Gillette will move up to second base. On the single by Zayton Vink, just fought it off the opposite way and took a huge hop over the first baseman, Brummett. The Arrows have their second hit of the game. We go back to the top of the Arrow lineup with Logan Morton. Morton walked, scored a run in the first inning. Runners at first and second for the Arrows. 1 out. First pitch to Morton. Breaking ball called a strike. 0-1. Again, this is common here as we've seen as teams get runners to second base, catchers coming out to change signs, as I think something might have been relayed from second that the catcher, McIntyre, did not like. It's 0-1 on Logan Morton with runners at first and second. And 1 down. Pitch from Monroe. Morton shows bunt, brings it back. He takes ball 1. One ball and 1 strike. Showing bunt again, and he'll bring it back, and they call it a strike. 1-2. Morton can't believe it. He's going to have to step out and regather himself here. Both those pitches were not strikes. Morton with, it's very rare that he's taking pitches like that if he knows it's a strike. 1-2 delivery. Morton going to have to chop it to the right side of the infield. They're going to step on the bag at first. The runners do move up to second and third, though. And with 2 outs, brings up Grady Summerall. And you can see the frustration from Logan Morton. That should have been a 3-0 count, not a 1-2. Had to protect. It did move the runners, though. That goes as a 3 unassisted. Gillette standing at third. Zayton Vink over at second. As Summerall takes ball 1. Grady grounded to the pitcher in the first inning. Second and third, 2 outs. Arrows down 7-2. With a chance to change that right here. Grounder is going to be hit to second. Close play at first, but able to make the play at second was Monroe to end the threat for the Arrows. No runs, 1 hit. 2 left on base. We go to the third inning. Wamego leading Post 60, 7-2. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Post 60 Baseball on KOFO.com.
My name is Darby Weidel. I'm from Ottawa, Kansas. I'm studying biology and I'm a freshman at Ottawa University. I didn't expect how involved I would feel coming here. It's almost kind of like its own community. I'm very close with my family, like my parents, my brothers, my grandparents, like they're all my big support systems and they can come see my sporting events. Coming here was one of the best decisions I could have made.
The right decision for you is Ottawa University. Find out more by visiting ottawa.edu.
When it comes to jewelry, the fit is important, not just on your finger, but on your wallet. Hi, this is Lindsay Sutton at Sutton's Jewelry in downtown Ottawa, where we work to fit your ring to fit your budget. Diamonds come in all shapes and sizes and price ranges. The last thing we want is for you to think you can't afford a beautiful new ring. Come see our selection at Sutton's Jewelry, 213 South Main, downtown, where there's no high-pressure sales. We just want to be sure the fit on your finger matches the fit on your finances. You've got it made at Sutton's Jewelry.
Paul Gillette's day is finished as he did go 2 innings, gave up 7 runs. As the Arrows are going to bring in Jake Richards, who pitched against this Wamego team yesterday. Richards did end up with the loss, but he went 5 innings, 2 strikeouts, 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 of those earned, and no walks. Did have 1 hit by pitch. Gillette, 2 innings. I mentioned those 7 runs. Have to go back and see. That throwing error, that run actually did not come in from there, so those 7 are all earned. 6 hits. The 1 strikeout. And 4 walks. For Paul Gillette as Richards will come in. Gleason leads it off. They sent 9 of 10 batters to the plate. His first one, he fights off to the right side. Hadel over to his left, makes the grab. So 1 pitch and 1 out for Richards on the pop-up. Start the 3rd inning. Bring up Meyer. Have him listed as C. Meyer, as he does have either a sibling or cousin on the team. Is have a C. Meyer listed and then also an H. Meyer. Breaking ball is high and the count to 1-1. Meyer walked in the second, came around to score. 1-1 delivery is a changeup. This one's hit to the right side. Brett Hadel chasing, sliding towards the dugout. Can't come up with it. There isn't. If Brett feels like he has a chance at it, he's going all out for it. Would have been a SportsCenter top 10 catch if he came down with it. Unfortunately, it ended up in the Ottawa dugout. Richards breaking ball, going to be hit to second base. Down on it is Kiefer. Kiefer's throw in time for out number 2 as they retire Meyer. 6-3 on the putout. Brings up Nowlin. He singled and came around to score in the second inning. Arrows trying to force the first 0 of the game for Wamego. Trailing 7-2. First pitch from Richards. First pitch swinging. It's going to be backhanded by Kiefer. And just going to have to leave it there. Is again, just in the hole. Got past Xavier Vink, and Kiefer able to keep it in the infield, but it's a single. The second of the game for Nowlin. And with 2 outs, we go to the top of the Wamego lineup with Toshman. First pitch to Toshman, low for ball 1. Toshman 0 for 2. Most recent plate appearance in the second inning was an infield fly, and he takes inside 2-0 from Richards. 2 balls and no strikes. Runner at first, 2 outs, top of the 3rd. 2-0 delivery from Richards. This one's hit hard to left. Summerall going back, making his way towards the track, makes the grab for the 3rd out. So Richards comes in, faces 4 hitters, gives up just 1 hit. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Wamego leading Ottawa 7-2. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Post 60 Baseball on KOFO.com.
At CarStar Ottawa, your safety matters. That's why we train yearly to be iCar Gold certified, because as cars and designs have changed to keep you safer, so have the collision repair procedures. Call CarStar, 242-8916. CarStar, relax, we'll take it from here.
All of us at Kansas State Bank thank you for seeing the value of what a hometown bank means to our community. This is Bank President Roger Maxwell, and we've done our best during these most trying times to be here for you and your banking needs. For over 100 years, Kansas State Bank has known the value of the past, the importance of the present, and the innovation of the future. Kansas State Bank, member FDIC.
This message is for Shauna, my mom, who just finished her high school diploma. I wanted to say I'm so proud of you for finishing school. You taught me it's never too late to achieve your dreams. I hope to make you as proud as you have made me.
When you graduate, they graduate. Finish your high school diploma for you and for them. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Arrows trail 7-2, but Wamego unable to put anything on the board after scoring 3 in the first, 4 in the second. So maybe Ottawa takes a little momentum from that quick inning defensively. Brett Hadel leads it off. As he singled in the first, came around to score. Also has a stolen base. Hadel, Roberts, Trinkle. 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Arrows in the bottom of the third. First pitch swinging from Hadel is popped up behind home plate. McIntyre makes the grab for out number 1. St. Joseph, Missouri at Phil Welch Stadium. Day 2 of the third annual walk-off wood bat tournament. We've made it to bracket play after pool play yesterday. The Arrows went 1-1. Swinging strike from Roberts on a fastball that was high from Monroe. 0-1. Delivery from Monroe is outside. 1-1. One delivery. Hit foul at the plate. Actually went off the top of the plate. It's 1-2. Roberts did ground out in the first inning, but brought Hadel home from third as it was hit to the right side of the infield. 1-2 pitch to Trenton, high 2-2. Two pitch. That one's popped up to the left side of the infield. Third baseman ranging over to his right. Meyer diving into the dugout. Did he make the grab? No, he did not. So we'll stay 2-2. Went over the railing near the dugout. Looks to be okay, but did not make the grab. So Roberts will see one more pitch at least. 2-2 delivery, outside, ball 3. The count has gone full. We're in the bottom of the third. Arrows trailing Wamego 7-2. 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 as he was behind on a fastball, and 2 down for Austin Trinkle. Monroe has come in, and after giving up a single in the second inning, has now retired 4 straight. First pitch to Trinkle is a strike. Trinkle walked into first, stole base, and then was left stranded at second. 0-1 delivery is fouled back. 0-2. Two pitch to Austin Trinkle, breaking ball high, 1-2. And we see Monroe try and go to the curveball. It just stayed up above the zone. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fastball well outside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the third, base is empty for Ottawa. Trailing by 5. 0-2 pitch to Trinkle. He's going to hit this one well down the left field line. It's going to be foul as it tails out of play. Two pitch, outside. Pitch from Monroe, popped up to left field. Left fielder back on it by a couple steps and makes the grab as the Arrows go in order in the third inning, go to the fourth inning here in St. Joe. Wamego 7, Ottawa 2. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Post 60 Baseball on KOFO.com.
Would you like to work with a company whose core values include safety, efficiency, and professionalism? If so, All Seasons Air Conditioning and Heating is the place for you. If you've got experience in commercial refrigeration or installation and service work with residential units and an EPA-valid universal refrigeration certificate, you could be working for the premier local heating and cooling company with very competitive pay, insurance, paid vacations, retirement, and a family-style and family-friendly environment. Apply today at 126 West Wilson or call All Seasons at 8888 Airman.
I don't like storms.
It's okay. Let's talk about how we can stay safe during a storm. The safest place to take shelter from a tornado or a windstorm is in an interior room on the lowest level of a building or in a basement or a safe room.
Talk to your child about storm safety today. For more information, visit ksready.gov. A message from the Kansas Division of Emergency Management.
Have you ever thought about why listening to the radio is better for you than spending all your time staring at your phone? We are hands-free, so in the car, you can keep your eyes on the road, where they should be. We don't need your personal information, so you don't have to worry about spam from us. And all you have to do is listen, not waste your time scrolling through an endless sea of recipes, memes, and cat videos. Radio, the original social media, and your source for information and entertainment at 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Arrows will make a pitching change. They will bring in Logan Morton. As we saw Logan come in to pitch the fourth inning against the Senators in Game 2. He gave up 1 run on 2 hits, had 2 strikeouts, though. This will be his second appearance on the season. He faces 2, 3, and 4, Cottom, Hoviet, and Brummett. First pitch is low. Gets it in there for a strike. This one's roped to the third base side. Nice play by Xavier Vink. The throw is high, but Hadel able to bring it in. Xavier Vink able to take away a base hit from Cottom. That one goes down 5-3. We'll bring up Hoviet, who is 2 for 2. A triple and 3 RBI, and good to have him hit with nobody on base. Morton's first pitch, high with a fastball, 1-0. Morton bringing, based off what I watched yesterday, him and Wyatt Sink, you'd have to believe have the highest velocity on this team. So when Morton wants to go back and get it, he sure can. 1-0 pitch, gets it by him with the fastball, 1-1. And talking to head coach for the Arrows, Bryce Elder, said Wyatt yesterday was just kind of motoring it around 75-80% on the mound. Didn't have to rear back and get it a whole lot as that pitch from Morton is low, 2-1. And he is available today if the Arrows were to need him. Pitch is high, 3-1. Right now the Arrows down 7-2 though. In the top of the fourth, 1 out. 3-1 pitch is low, ball 4. And Hoviet reaches base for the third time. Richards' numbers after that 1 inning just gave up the 1 hit. No runs, no walks, no strikeouts. More importantly, put a 0 on the scoreboard in that 3rd inning. We'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Brummett. He singled in the 1st inning, came around to score, and then had a sac fly. And the first pitch from Morton hits him on the back. Put runners at 1st and 2nd with 1 out. For Monroe. And a sac fly in the 1st. Singled in the 2nd. He is 1 for 1. Big swing from Monroe behind a fastball. It's 0-1. Morton looks to second. 0-1 delivery, a check swing. It was up around the eyes, and he goes around. It's 0-2. Pitch is outside, gets by Roberts, and the runners will move up to second and third. On the wild pitch. One down in the top of the fourth, but runners at second and third for Wamego. That pitch is outside, 2-2. Two delivery, rope down the line over the head of the third base coach, but foul. Right-handed hitting Monroe. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners at second and third, 1 out. 2-2 pitch. It's going to be hit to center field. Coming in quickly and making the diving effort. Not going to be enough. It drops for a single. The runners move up. Obiet scores from third. Brummett goes to third. And an RBI single for Monroe. Make it 8-2. Runners at the corners. Fastball high from Morton. He faces McIntyre, who's 1 for 1. A single and a walk. 1 ball in, no strikes. Morton will throw over to first. Chasing Monroe back. Pitch in the dirt, 2-0. Wamego up 8-2. Runners at the corners. 1 down. This one's going to be fouled out of play. The Ottawa dugout. 2 balls in, 1 strike to the catcher, McIntyre. Eight runs on 7 hits for Wamego. 2-1 delivery, runner going. It was a hit and run, and it's fouled out of play. Two balls and 2 strikes. And they've got the runner in a pickle. They're going to throw it down to second, nowhere to go. Then they throw it over to third. Runner back in time, so it goes down as a stolen base for Monroe. Runners at second and third now with 1 down. Inning started with a ground out to third, and then the last 3 hitters have reached base. Hit right back up the middle, off the glove of Morton. Everyone's going to be safe, and the run scores from third. Make it 9-2. So an RBI single for McIntyre. He will get a courtesy runner. That's his 3rd RBI of the game. He had a 2 RBI single in the first inning. Bring up Weaver, who is 0 for 1. First pitch is low, 1-0. Again, they're going to get a runner in a pickle. Throw down to second. Kiefer going to chase the runner back. The runner's going to come home. And the runner scores, still in a pickle at second base. And chase him all the way back to second. Finally, the tag is applied, but the run does score for Monroe. As it's 10-2. And Wamego thinking the game was over on that play. So they went to the dugout. Their coach went as well, and now they have to bring him back out. Arrows still have to hit in the top of the 4th. The 10-2 lead. Weaver at the plate. Pitch from Morton inside, another ball. McIntyre was thrown out. 3-6, 4-3, 3-6. Fastball in there for a strike for Morton. Pitch from Logan. Fastball got it by him. Strike 3 for the third out of the inning. With the Arrows down 10-2 going to the bottom of the fourth. You listen to Ottawa Arrows baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Tech neck is real. If you're an avid mobile device operator and suffer from headaches, neck, and back pain, it could be tech neck. What you may not realize is your posture playing a huge part in your pain. It can be corrected. Find out more from Ottawa Chiropractic, 785-242-4100. Protect your real estate investment with title insurance from Croucher Abstract and Title Company. A one-time premium payment covers you against title fraud, forgery, undisclosed heirs, and more. 785-242-3281.
Food insecurity is a year-round issue for many families. The Ottawa community has set up several blessing boxes around town to receive your donations of food, cold weather accessories, hygiene products, and other much-needed items that will make the lives of our underserved neighbors a little easier. Please consider making regular monthly donations to the boxes or bring items to ECAN and Hope House for distribution. When we all help, we all benefit.
This message brought to you as a public service from your friends at KOFO.
Parenting doesn't come with a manual, so if you are currently raising children you no doubt could use a little help. Whether you have a child who is potty training, a strong-willed 5-year-old, colicky newborn, or rebellious teen, Life Care Center of Ottawa offers free parenting education to any parent of any age child. Not only that, while you are learning, you are also earning the resources you need to help care for your children, all at no cost to you. Call us today at 785-242-4500 to start becoming the mom or dad you were designed to be.
Arrows down 10-2. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Kiefer, Gillette, and Xavier Vink do up 6, 7, and 8 for the Arrows as Wamego struck for 3 more in the top half of the inning. Scored 3 in the first, 4 in the second, and 3 in the top of the fourth. For the Arrows, 2 in the first. First pitch is low, ball 1 to Connor Kiefer. He struck out to end the first inning. 1-0 pitch, well outside, 2-0 from Monroe. He's come in and put 2 zeros on the board after Hoviet was taken out. Current inning of work. 2-0 on the way, almost hits him, 3-0. Real pitch, all the strike, 3-1. The 4-3 game yesterday that the Arrows led 3-1 up until the 6th inning, and then since that point, Wamego just had all kinds of confidence. This one's lifted to the second baseman. He drifts into right field, makes the grab for the first out. Tired at 4. Brings up Paul Gillette. Takes fastball for a strike, 0-1. One pitch. All the strike, 0-2 on the outer part of the plate. Richards behind in the count, 0-2. My apologies, Gillette behind in the count, 0-2. 0-2 pitch, shot down the line and foul out of play. Oh, 2 pitch from Monroe, outside, and the count's a 1-2. Gillette walked in the second inning, was left stranded at third base. 0-2 pitch to Gillette. Make that 1-2 pitch to let outside 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 down in the bottom of the 4th for the Arrows. 2-2 delivery from Monroe. Going to be hit softly to short. And the throw is going to be in time. To retire Gillette 6-3. 2 down for Xavier Vink. Xavier struck out in the 2nd inning. First pitch, fastball first strike, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike to Zink. Fouls it away, 0-2. Ottawa clawed back into this game in the bottom of the 1st inning. They gave up 3 runs in the top half, but scored 2 in the bottom and had runners at 2nd and 3rd in the bottom of the 2nd, but unable to get those runners in. And since that point, it's just kind of all the momentum has shifted to the other side. That pitch is low, and the count of 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Delivery from Monroe is outside 2-2. To Xavier, and he's going to strike out to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left on base for the Arrows. We go to the 5th inning. They trail 10-2. You listen to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on KOFO.com.
This is Walt Dangle of Dangle & Son Mortuary. Someday you will be involved in making funeral arrangements, and when you are, we would appreciate it if you would consider our funeral home. This is Dangle & Son setting the standard in funeral service.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. I came out in the 11th grade. Nobody was embracing you. The kids were cruel. It was very difficult to be gay. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
The hard part was determining that I was going to do it, but I definitely didn't do it alone.
At age 30, with the help of her mentor, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
I have a mentor, Maria. She convinced me to continue my education
and to finish what I started to get my diploma.
Just never judges. She's a true role model. If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, go get it. You can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Advent Health Ottawa invites you to Walk-In Wednesdays, a weekly hiring event from 10 to noon at 1302 South Main. They're currently looking for RNs, clinical and non-clinical support, and entry-level staff. Visit careers.adventhealth.com/Ottawa for details. Advent Health Ottawa is an equal opportunity employer.
Top of the 5th, Wamego leading the Arrows 10-2. Logan Morton will come back out for his 2nd inning. It started off well. He got a ground out to start the 4th, and then from there, a walk, a hit by pitch, and then back-to-back singles. Wamego scored 3 in the 4th. They lead at 10-2. Leading it off will be Gleason, right fielder. He's 0 for 2. First pitch from Morton. All the strike, 0-1. Morton's 2nd appearance this year on the mound. 0-1 pitch is high, 1-1. Winner of this game will take on the St. Joe Legion at 2:45. here at Phil Welch Stadium. 2 balls and 1 strike. Which is inside, almost catches him 3-1. 3-1 delivery from Morton. Called a strike on the inside corner. 3-2 for the lefty. Three-two from Logan. Bounces for ball 4. Brings up Meyer, who is 0 for 1. Walked back in the second, came around to score. Change up in there from Morton for a strike. Throw over to first to chase Gleason back after he had a large lead on that first pitch that Morton threw. 0-1 delivery off the mask. Roberts has fell back. And it's 0-2. Oh-2 count, runner at first. Meyer at the plate, and he'll throw over to first again. Morton's had some success with using runners with his pickoff move. 2 players get caught in rundowns. One of them didn't make it to second. The other one was tagged out. 0-2 delivery, runner going. This one's lifted to right field. And over to make the grab for the Arrows is Zayton Vink, or out number 1. One down for Nowlin, who is 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. Morton again throwing back to first. Morton again throws over. Do it again. That one bounces in front of Hadel. Keep it in front of him, though. Huge lead at first for Gleason. First pitch a strike for Morton, 0-1. Score 10-2 here in the top of the 5th. Wamego leading the Arrows. Morton again, if this ball is going to be thrown into right field, as Gleason will take second. Got away from him. Throwing error on the pitcher, Morton. Second error of the game on the Arrows. 0-1 pitch is high, 1-1. One pitch, inside 2-1. Two-one pitch, low and inside 3-1. Showing bunt is Nowlin. It's low and inside, ball 4. Runner trying to take third. The throw. Not in time. It came out of the glove of Vink at third. Good throw by Roberts. They take third. On the stolen base from Gleason. The walk issued to Nowlin. We go to the top of the lineup with Tajman. He takes high for ball 1. 1-0 pitch is high, 2-0. Morton steps off and steps off the rubber, forcing the runner back. Morton trying to pick off the runner at first. On the next opportunity, stepped on the rubber. Behind the count on Tajman. Runner going. It's fouled out of play. Two balls and one strike. Tajman is 0 for 3. That one's hit well to right center. Summerall ranging over, but the grab actually made by the right fielder, Zayton Vink. They didn't tag up. Ball just hung up just long enough for Zayton Vink to make the grab for the second out. 2 down for Cottom, who is 0 for 1, but he did have 2 walks. And he scored 2 runs. Morton will throw over to first. Runner going, throw to the inside, and Roberts not going to throw down to second. Pitch would have been tough for him to handle. Stolen base for Nowlin. That pitch is high, 2-0. Pitch is called to strike, 2-1. One pitch fouled away. Balls, 1 strike, runners at second and third for Wamego, leading 10-2. This one's fouled back on a half check swing. It gets out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes. 2 caught him. 2-2 pitch. Slider a little too far inside for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he's going to strike him out, looking to end the inning. And no damage done, but the Arrows will need to score 1 to extend this game, trailing 10-2 going to the bottom of the 5th. Listen to Ottawa Arrows Post 60 Baseball on KOFO.com.
It's good to know your AC is ready for the summer before it gets hot. Call Adamson Brothers for a spring tune-up today, 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers, maintaining your comfort since 1983.
The Ottawa Herald's new owner, Cherry Road Media, is bringing back local news to your local newspaper and want your help. Send news tips or story ideas to news@ottawaherald.com. For advertising, call Erica, 785-577-3935.
Ottawa Bible Church is a growing and thriving gospel-centered church. I'm Dave Edwards, a member of OBC, and I'd like to invite you to join us each Sunday morning as we gather for a rich sense of community, lively worship, and the expository preaching of the Word of God. We offer a mid-morning breakfast at 8:45, adult and children's Sunday school at 9:15, and services are at 8 and 10:15. More about us can be found at ottawabiblechurch.com. We hope to see you soon.
KOFO reminds you that blessing boxes are available at the following locations: 5th and Main, the 2nd and Walnut Alley, North Baptist Church, Sacred Heart, Grace Community Church, Foursquare Church, and the Eagles area on 15th. Take what you need, offer what you can. When we all help, we all benefit.
Zayton Vink, Logan Morton, and Grady Summerall do up in the 5th inning for the Arrows, down 10-2. They need 1 run to push this to the 6th inning here in St. Joe, as it is 8 runs after 5 to get the run rule. Zayton singled in the 2nd inning. Had one that he chopped over to first that bounced in front of the first baseman and then over his head. First pitch to Vink, outside, ball 1. Monroe shocked. That pitch has been called to strike basically all day for him. You can ask Logan Morton about that. 1-0 pitch to Zayton. He's going to chop this one to third. Almost the exact same plays. It goes over the head of the third baseman got another single. Just smashed that ball into the grass. Third baseman ran up on it, went over his head on one hop, and the Arrows have a run at first with nobody down. Back to the top of the lineup with Logan Morton, who's 0 for 1. Walked in the first, came around to score, and then grounded out in the second. Gonna throw over. Vink's in trouble. Did he get back in time? Yes, he did. Lost his footing just a tad and almost found himself in no man's land. First pitch to Morton. Inside ball one. And catcher off the chest protector. Scoots to the right, but still not enough space for Zayton to want to go. 1-0 count on the lefty Morton. Arrows trying to extend their stay here in St. Joe. Have got to find a way to score a run in this inning. 1-0 pitch is high, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Runner at first. 2-0 pitch to Morton. Check swing, and they're called a strike anyways, 2-1. They're going to throw over on Vink. Do you get tagged out? Nope, he's safe at first. Two balls and one strike. Pitch on the way is outside, 3-1 to Morton. Slight lead at first for Vink. 3-1 pitch, inside ball 4, and the ball does get past the catcher. Vink was safe going to second anyways. Runners at first and second for the Arrows. No outs for Grady Summerall. Humidity has just dropped like crazy over the last 10, 15 minutes. Had a little bit more of a breeze pick up. We were at 98% humidity about 20 minutes ago. First pitch to the lefty Summerall. Shows bunt, drops a great bunt to the left side. This is going to be a tough play for the pitcher at first. The throw is high, and he's safe, and the bases are loaded, nobody out. Beautiful bump by Grady Summerall as he picks up the bunt single. And the bases are loaded for Brett Hadel and nobody out. Infield's going to play in. Let's see if Brett makes him pay. Outfield's playing in as well. First pitch, low and outside, 1-0 from Monroe. The 10-2 scoreline in the bottom of the fifth. Arrows down 8, need to score 1 run to push this to the 6th inning. But they would like to make this a ball game right here if Hadel can connect. 1-0 pitch to Brett. He's going to hit this to third base. They're going to come to home for 1. They're going to not go to first to try and make a play, so it's just a fielder's choice for the first out. So Morton is retired at home on the fielder's choice that scored 3-2. One down for Tristan Roberts, who is 0 for 2, but does have an RBI. Delivery from Monroe, and Roberts, that's going to get through to left field, and the Arrows have at least extended this one more inning. But if they can keep this thing rolling, the 10-3 scoreline, Roberts picks up another RBI on the single as it scores. That was Morton, that scores. It was Vink who was retired at the plate on the previous play. The Arrows are able to kick this to the 6th inning at least. See if Austin Trinkle can get the Arrows a little closer. He's going to hit this one to second base. Could beat 2. They'll go to second for 1. And the throw to first gets by the first baseman. Second run coming home as the Arrows will score 2. and it's a 10-5 ball game. Brett Hadel heads up base running. And it's 10-5, so both Summerall and Hadel score. Brett actually scoring from second on that play. Roberts is retired at second on the fielder's choice. That goes 6-4 on the fielder's choice. The Arrows have made it a 10-5 game. Runner going. Throw down to second. No tag was late. Yes, he's safe. Is Austin Trinkle. Single would potentially score him. Arrows not going away. They scored 3 in the inning. Runner at second. Pitch is low. 1-1. Count on Connor Kiefer, who's 0 for 2. Last plate appearance in the 4th inning. He flew out to the second baseman in shallow right. 1-1 pitch. Outside, and the runner's going. The throw is on the money, and he'll be out at third as Trinkle. But the Arrows score 3 runs to take it to the 6th inning. They trail 10-5. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Post 60 Baseball on KOFO.com.
Learning to work as part of a team is a trait that not only benefits students and athletes now, but can help them as leaders of tomorrow. This is Eric Price, funeral director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, proud to sponsor this sports broadcast on KOFO. Visit lamb-roberts.com.
When you have an emergency, who do you call? 911. What do you do if you're unable to speak during your emergency? You text to 911. Franklin County Emergency Communications Center has recently added text to 911 technology as part of the new 911 phone system. Cell phone users can use their phone messaging system to text 911 to contact local dispatch. Phones must have a text or data plan in order to use this service, and phones in roaming mode, text apps, or apps messaging services cannot use this feature. It is important to note, dispatch is unable to determine your location while using this service, so always know your location and include that in your initial text. Remember, if you're able to place a voice call, we're able to help you more quickly. But in the event you are unable to speak, text to 911 will still allow us to get the information we need. Call if you can, text if you can't. For more information, go to kansas911.org or 911.gov. This message has been brought to you by the Franklin County Emergency Communications Center and KOFO.
Local radio continues to stand out among all audio platforms. Why? Because local radio broadcasters are one of you. Members of the community who see, care about, and understand what's going on in our hometowns. Local radio supports businesses and schools while also providing breaking news and weather, plus local events coverage and entertainment. Staying connected to our communities is at the heart of what we do. Trusted, accessible, free. Kansas broadcasters remain focused on you.
10-5 the score here in St. Joe at Phil Welch Stadium. We are down to bracket play on day 2 of the 3rd annual walk-off wood bat tournament. 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Red Raiders. Hoviat, Bromett, and Monroe. First pitch to Hoviat inside, ball 1 from Logan Morton. He did hold Wamego scoreless in the 5th. This one's hit hard to short. Kiefer down to a leg. It's going to be a close play at first. Gets it in time over to Hadel. Good throw from Kiefer to retire Hoviat for the first time. Other question is time limit-wise, I have it at an hour and 40 minutes, so Ottawa would like to see a 3-up, 3-down right here. Try and get through this top half quickly and get the bats back out. Hopefully push this into the 7th. First pitch to Bromett is a strike. Second pitch hits him on the back. Second hit by pitch by Morton, and it's the same player. He hits Bromett again. Brings up Monroe. He's 2 for 2. He has 2 RBI, pair of singles, and also a sacrifice fly that scored the runner from third. Fouls that one back to count at 1-1. Morton going to throw over to first. Runner safe. One from Morton. This is high, 2-1. Morton throws over to check on first base again. Two balls and one strike count on Monroe. Robinson, that's going to go off the shin guard of Roberts, kicks to the left, and Bromett will go down to second. 3 balls and 1 strike. Three-one from Morton. Pop foul and out of play as it goes over the backstop. Full count, runner at second, 1 down, top of the 6th. Wamego at the plate, leading 10-5. 3-2 on the way. Make that 2-2, 3-2 now as we go full. Three-two from Morton, ball 4. Tied outside. Runners at first and second with 1 out for the catcher, McIntyre. First pitch to him, almost catches him on left elbow. He gets out of the way, 1-0. 1-0 from Morton. This one's hit to the right side. This could be trouble. That's a fair ball going all the way into the corner in right. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. They're heading to third. That ball goes into left field. They're going to send him home as well. They'll keep him there at third. Probably should have sent him home as that ball ended up in left field. It cleared the cutoff man. But some insurance here for Wamego as Bromett scores from second. Monroe scores from first, and it's 12-5 on the triple from McIntyre. Picks up 2 more RBI. First pitch gets by the catcher Roberts. McIntyre scores from third to make it 13-5. That's going to be it, I think, for Morton. Here comes Bryce Elder. The 13-5 game. And now the Arrows will, when they come to the plate again, will have to find a way to score at least 1 to kick it to the 7th if things don't get any worse here. Still just 1 down. They're going to have a conversation with Morton. The Arrows put 3 on the board in the bottom of the 5th. Wamego has come right back and added 3 more. Score line. Bases are empty for Weaver, who is 0 for 2. Did walk in the first. First pitch called a strike to the righty. Wamego 3 in the first, 4 in the second. A swinging strike over the top, so a 2. 3 in the fourth. So far, 3 in the 6th. Hard to believe Ottawa just gave up 4 total runs through 2 games yesterday. One of those games was against this Wamego team. It was held to just 1 run through 5 innings. And exploded for 3 over the final 2. Got the win in walk-off fashion to take that game. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Weaver. 2-2 pitch strikes him out. Brings to the plate the right fielder, Gleason. He is 0 for 2. Did have a walk. Fastball's high, gets over the catcher's glove, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Gleason, who pitched in matchup yesterday. Fastball in there for a strike from Morton. Quickly back on the rubber. This one's chopped foul. Two balls and two strikes to Gleason with two down. Fastball just misses. Count is full. Three-two delivery, strikes him out. Wamego adds three more. Now the Arrows need one to push it to the seventh inning. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Post 60 Baseball on KOFO.com.
Carol Morgan came to Arvest Bank needing to get a loan. Let's hear what happens.
So Carol, good news. You're approved for this loan and at this interest rate.
Yay, that's great.
You also mentioned you have some credit card debt. Would you be interested in rolling that into this loan so you're paying off that credit card at this same rate?
Really?
Yep, then it's all just one payment instead of two.
Wow, that's
helpful?
Very helpful.
Personal loans made easy. Arvest Bank, ready to help.
Serving part-time in the Army National Guard has led to a lot of firsts for me. It paid for me to be the first person in my family to go to school. That education got me to the first day at my dream job, which I can still hold while I serve part-time. That job and the home loan benefits I got from the Army National Guard helped me buy my first house. I also know that I will be one of the first to respond if my community ever needs me.
Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard, aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
13-5 the score. Wamego putting up three in the top of the sixth. Arrows will have Kiefer, Gillette, and Vink. Xavier Vink to the plate, needing one run to push it to the seventh inning. We have 12 minutes until we hit the 2-minute mark, or to the 2-hour mark, excuse me, which is what they had slated, but that was for pool play. I believe we do have to play, you would think in bracket play you'd have to play all 7, unless there was a run rule, so we'll wait to see if the Arrows do. Main focus is putting one on the board right here. They trail by 8. First pitch to Kiefer, low for ball 1. Connor 0 for 2, strikeout and a pop-up. Pop-out, I should say. What of a pitch. Pop back and out of play, 1-1. Kiefer has been solid at short this afternoon or this morning. Wish it was the afternoon. But then I got a couple more hours of sleep. 1-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 1 and 2. Pretty interesting the way the seating was done for this. They don't have the 1 seed on this side of the bracket does not take on either the 6 or the 7 seeds. They take on either the 4 or the 5. So the 6-7 actually play in the next game. That 1-2 pitch is outside 2 and 2, and they would play the 2 seed after that instead of what would be the traditional taking on the 1 seed. This is basically a play-in game, which really doesn't make a lot of sense. And strike 3 looking is Connor Kiefer for the first out in the bottom of the 6th. And unfortunately for these two teams having to play each other again, the whole point of coming to one of these tournaments is you get the opportunity to play teams you wouldn't normally see, which you don't see Wamego a whole lot during the regular season, but would have been nice to play another team from Missouri, potentially someone from St. Joe while you're here. First pitch to Gillette is high for ball 1. Gillette 0 for 1. Grounded out in the 4th and walked in the 2nd. 0-1 delivery, hit to right field. Second baseman running out to make the catch for the second out. And Ottawa down to their final out. It'll be Xavier Vink. Xavier 0 for 2, a pair of strikeouts. Arrows came into this game at 3-3. First pitch to Xavier, called a strike, 0-1. Don't see any raindrops quite yet, but the darker clouds starting to gather. 0-1 on the way. Bounces in front, 1-1. One ball, one strike count. One on the way from Monroe. Called a strike, 1-2. 2 down in the bottom of the 6th. Wamego leading Ottawa 13-5. And with the run rule in place, Xavier needs to find a way to get on base. And that will be strike 3 looking. We will see, yes, that. Excuse me, they will now retake the field. So we will go to the 7th inning. 13-5, the lead for Wamego. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
What3words.com is part of a new mapping system that the Franklin County Emergency Communications Center can use to determine your location. This system divides the entire surface of the Earth into a grid of 3-meter squares. Each square is assigned a unique sequence of 3 words that will never change. These words can be provided to emergency personnel to direct them to your exact location. Suppose you're in a large public area, such as a hiking park or stadium. An address might give the 911 dispatcher a general idea of where to find you, but What3words.com narrows that general idea to a precise spot. You can utilize this service online at What3words.com, that's 3words.com, or download the app for immediate access. The Franklin County Emergency Communications Center encourages parents to add the app to their child's phone and instruct them in how to use it. As always, if you have questions, the Franklin County Emergency Communications Center is here to help. This message is brought to you by the Franklin County Emergency Communications Center and KOFO.
And that is the final score after the umpire spoke with both coaches. They did confirm that it is the run rule. So 13-5, the final, 4 in favor of the Wamego Red Raiders. Post 172, the Arrows run at the 3rd annual walk-off wood bat tournament is over as they will head back home to Ottawa and get back into the regular season of this summer. They went 1-2 in this tournament, both losses coming to this Wamego team. Paul Gillette gets the loss today, 2 innings. Gave up 6 hits, 7 earned, 4 walks, and a strikeout. And Monroe will get the win. He ended up pitching 4 innings, coming on in relief for Hoviet to get the win for Wamego. They move on to play at 2:45 against the St. Joseph Legion. I want to thank everyone for tuning in all weekend. I know we started early today, but I appreciate everyone for tuning in yesterday on KOFO, and then for those that tuned in today on KOFO.com. For Casey Weeder, I want to thank Larson Johnson back at the station. Final score in bracket play as Wamego eliminates the Ottawa Arrows 13-5. You've been listening to Ottawa Arrows Post 60 Baseball on KOFO.com.
We hope you enjoyed our broadcast of Ottawa Arrows Post 60 American Legion Baseball on KOFO. Brought to you by Advent Health Ottawa, CarStar, Sutton's Jewelry, Dingle & Son Mortuary, and by Kansas State Bank, Quality Structures, Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling. Also by Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, Croucher Abstract and Title Company, Ottawa Chiropractic. Also by American Family Insurance Agent DJ Flummerfeld, Arvest Bank, and All Seasons Air Conditioning and Heating. This has been an exclusive presentation from your sports source for East Central Kansas, KOFO.